Hi. Okay, here we are again. Here is the second video, and I decided instead of having you lay on your back again and use the TheraBand, I was going to take you to side lying to give you a little rest from being on your back. So let's give that a try. So in side lying on the Oov, we will put our hip right into the neck of the Oov, right on that groove of the Oov, and then we're going to line our side body up in that groove of the Oov and come on down. Now I have a double mat here. If you don't, you may want to fold your mat in. I have two mats, so I can have a really cushy spot under my elbow and forearm. I want my elbow to be just below my shoulder or even a little out towards the head of the mat a little bit. And then I bend my knees, and it's like my heels line up with my sit bones. My body lines up against the side of the Oov. Now, as one of my close friends, Angelica, says, let yourself slump, okay? And feel into that. Now press down into the forearm, lift through the shoulder, lift the side body off the Oov. That's more the position that we want to be in. We want to really feel engaged and like we're lengthening and lifting this side body. Okay, now bring your legs out at the angle of the femur bone in the clamshell position and pause here. And then we'll float the foot up so that it's even with the hip. We keep the side bodies long, and we're aware of the Pilates square, hip pointers to lowest ribs. We're going to keep long and strong there. We're also aware that we have hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder, and we're not going to roll our torso back and forth or our hip back and forth as we move the legs. So we're trying to dissociate the femur bone in the hip socket. Let's point the top foot, kick it forward, and then exhale, draw it back. Now I'm not going to draw way back behind me and flare my ribs and come back bending off the Oov. I'm going to stay within my range of motion, and I'm going to kick forward and draw back and kick forward and draw back, working on that range of motion of my femur bone in my hip socket, forward and back and forward. There may be a little movement, but I'm trying to stay strong, ribs to hip pointers, long through the spine, engaged down into the arm. And then let's come back and lifting heel and pinky toe simultaneously. We lift and lower, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, feeling into the buttock. Woo! Let's do two more. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. And remember, you can always do fewer. Let's create little soccer ball circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And take your circles the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now draw the knee in towards the chest and then lengthen the leg out long and draw in and lengthen and in and lengthen, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Here you could lift 2, 3, 4, and 5 and circle 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's enough of that. Now let's take the TheraBand, and some of you may want to have prepared for this earlier so you could pause your video. Get your legs into the TheraBand and bring your shins parallel to the front of your mat. Stay long in the torso, and we'll lift and lower and inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, Joseph Pilates said, a few beautiful motions are better than 20 sloppy ones. So last one. And then let's lift and press the foot back behind us, draw back forward and press. So the bottom leg stays grounded, the shoulder and arm grounded, the side body lifting off, hip over hip. We come forward and press the foot back. The knee stays at a right angle. And last one. Good. And then one more set. We'll lower, we lift, we press and come forward and lower and lift, press and come forward and lower, lift, press and come forward. And then you can take the top leg out, just leave the bottom leg in. Bring the top foot forward and karate chop it into the mat. Take the bottom leg long, and you can release your mat here and come on over for a side stretch. Just for a moment. Take a breath. And then bring the ball in. You may want the ball for the side flexion work. We'll see. One option is to bring your head onto your hand, elbow a little long, top hand up. We press down into the feet and we lift the elbow and reach far. And we release and lift and lower and exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. Two more. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Another option is to take your ball out, palm up, with the ball under the wrist in the forearm and maybe a little bit of the back of the hand. And again, we press down and lower. We exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Reach and lower and reach and lower. And then take your arms overhead. You can bend the bottom knee, take the top leg long, stretch the top wrist. You can fold forward a little bit to try to find the back body, or roll open a little towards the sky. Just enjoy the stretch. Breathe into the body, into the whole myofascial network that we're getting to know through our Pilates practice. And then let's lift back up and we'll switch sides. So you can turn your Oov around and then set your hip in the neck of the Oov. Line your side body up along the groove of the Oov. Fold your mats in if you'd like. Support for your elbow. And then let's bring our feet into clamshell for today. And then let's take the feet out. Okay, so I'm pressing down into the elbow to lift into the shoulder, lifting the side body off. And then I'm going to take this off so it's not in my way. And then I'm going to lift, floating the foot at the same height as the hip. I'm going to kick forward and back. Now I'm going to try to keep really long in the torso, aware of hip pockets to shoulder blades, front ribs to hip pointers, keeping the whole torso long and still. I kick forward and draw back. Inhaling and exhaling and enjoying learning more about my body, becoming aware of stillness and movement. And last one. And then let's bring foot over foot and lift pinky toe and heel evenly and lower. Inhaling and exhaling, lifting and lowering. Feeling into the buttocks, staying active in the arm on the ground and lifted in the side body. And last one. And then soccer ball circles. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll do 3 extras because I talked a little last time. And then we'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now take it long and hug the knee in towards the chest and extend out. And hug and extend and hug and extend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now here, lift and lower, lift and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Last one. Good. And then, let's see, I think we went from there to the TheraBand, right around both legs. Okay. Shins parallel to the front of your mat. Side body's long, active lower side body. We lift shin and ankle evenly. And, oh, we just lift and lower it first, sorry. We lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Boy, We did a good Pilates workout yesterday in class, and I'm feeling it. One more after this. And now lift and press. Keep your knee at a right angle and come forward. So you're only pressing so the knee reaches towards the foot of the mat, and you're moving from the hip. The knee stays in its shape. And two more. And last one. And then last set, we lower and lift and press and come back and lower and lift and press. Last one, lower and lift and press. 3 beautiful motions, better than 20 sloppy ones. And then you can rub your buttocks a little if you need to. Okay, so we'll take the TheraBand off from there, and we will take ourselves long on the mat. Have your ball handy for the next part. Okay, so here we are going to take the top leg over and karate chop the big toe ball mound side and the bottom leg long. And you can reach the hand under the head. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, you can also have your hand out and keep the mat rolled in, and you could slide the arm if you're on a wood floor. Okay, so that's an option too, if the hand to head doesn't feel good on the neck. Otherwise, we reach the top arm up, let it help us as we lift and stretch the bottom elbow. We exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale, reach and lower, reach and lower, reach and lower. 2 more, reach. Can you exhale and inhale? Good. Another option or a second exercise is to bring the ball out and place your wrist, forearm, and the back of the hand on the ball. And again, we come down and we lift and lower and lift and lower. Strengthening the side bodies helps us keep the spine long and strong. So we don't just want to strengthen the front core. We want to strengthen the whole circumference of the spine and torso. And last one, up and lower, and stretch your arms overhead if that's comfortable, and then bend the bottom leg around the oov and stretch the top leg. And enjoy just breathing into the whole myofascial network in your body. You may roll back a little bit, try not to fall off your oov. You may roll forward a little bit. Just enjoying the breath and the stretch. You may then just relax over the oov and see what opens. You may take a few long, deep sighs. This part of the practice is of equal importance to the work part because you're letting the body stretch open and rest. And we don't do enough of that. All right, let's come up. All right, so that's some side lying work you can do on the oov. Thank you for joining me.